Hey guys, Wheelz here. We're going to do something a little different today. We're doing cooking. But not just any cooking. We're doing vegan cooking. Before you think it, don't click away, guys. It's not a salad. This is one of my favorite and becoming my wife's favorite weekend food for game day football. We make it almost every Sunday when we watch NASCAR. Call me a redneck if you want. I watch NASCAR. I enjoy it. But spinach artichoke dip can actually be made without cream and all of the dairy, not even all the fat. And it still tastes delicious. Vegan food can still taste amazing as long as you know what you're doing. It's kind of why I'm doing this. Educate a little bit. Can be good. I was skeptical whenever I started eating this way. But then again, I should have known better. It was me cooking it. I've been cooking my whole life. I know how to season things. I know how to make things taste good. My wife, on the other hand, that's a different story. She's the type of person that could possibly burn water. She burnt bacon for one's sake. That's sacrilegious. But back to the cooking. Let's get to it. Alright, things we're going to need for this recipe. Spinach, obviously. I get the 10-ounce frozen spinach. I get everything I get for this recipe from Whole Foods. If you don't have a Whole Foods near you, Sprouts usually, or if you don't want to get organic or anything like that, you can get most of this shit at H-E-B, except for the dairy-free cheese. You don't think you're gonna find anything of that at H-E-B. Dairy-free cheese. I use Daiya brand. It melts better in my opinion. You're gonna need 2 bags of mozzarella. Whenever I went to the store, they didn't have 2 bags of mozzarella, so I ended up getting a mozzarella and a pepper jack. These are my favorites of the dairy-free cheeses, guys. Half of a large onion, 3 cloves of garlic, and 2 6-ounce jars of artichoke hearts. I get the marinated ones, tastes a little better. Everything I get is organic, guys. That's what I chose to get. You don't have to get organic. I choose everything organic. And then you get a little bit of black pepper in there as well. First, we're going to start off dicing our onion. Let's get to it. There you have it, half a diced onion. Now you're going to want to transfer your onion over to your baking dish. It's about a 10 by 10 or 12 by 12 dish. It fits in there perfectly. Everything, it doesn't overflow. It's perfect size for this dish. And it makes quite a bit. Me and my wife usually have leftovers with this dish. Transfer it over. And then we're moving on to the artichoke hearts. These are quartered, so it makes it a little easier, but you're going to just roughly chop them. So you'll put them out on your cutting board, just give them a quick little chop through each one of them, and then you'll transfer those over there as well. Let's do that now. There you go. Chopped up artichoke hearts. Like I said, it's just a rough cut. Doesn't have to look pretty. It's all going to look the same going out anyway. I also forgot to mention, these are marinated, so they're in oil, so you're going to want to strain out the oil out of them before you put them out on, or else you're going to have a giant mess. I think it's needless to say, but some people it would surprise you. But yes, strain out the oil before you put them out to chop. Now transfer them over to your baking dish. Next up, garlic. Now you can do garlic with a garlic press, which I do have, but it's currently in the dishwasher at the moment because I had to use it a little earlier on today. But chopping is just fine. Just want to give it a nice little mincing. And yeah, I know I'm using a big knife to do this, but I like my chef's knife. Not going to bore you with the rest of them. And there's your 3 cloves of garlic all diced up. And again, transfer it over. It's pretty self-explanatory, right? Next, add the bag of spinach. A little cut open. Just transfer the whole bag. If it's still frozen, it doesn't matter. Don't need to have it thawed out or preheated up or anything like that. Put it in there. Give it a little mix up. Gets it all combined together, guys. Mix it all up nice and good. I don't know if y'all can see from there, but it's starting to fill it up a little bit. I'll give y'all a better shot in a minute. Next, we have the cheese. Now I said 2 bags of cheese because I use about a bag and a half, maybe a little more sometimes. It depends on how it's coming out. But you just add this whole bag of cheese in here. Give it a little mix, just making sure it's all good and blended together. Probably wondering where's the creaminess going to come from? Well, cheese itself is very creamy, but you're also going to use non-dairy milk. I use almond milk because that's what my wife drinks. I gave up milk completely. I don't even drink almond milk. It tastes weird to me, but I like cooking with it. It's actually really good to cook with. Now we're going to add in about half this bag pepper jack, which is still really good. I've done it this way before. I know it looks like I dumped out a lot, but it's about half that bag. I also forgot to mention, while you're prepping everything, you might want to preheat your oven. You're going to want to preheat it up to 400 degrees. Get it all combined real nice. Then you're going to add about a cup of your almond milk or any of the non-dairy milk you want. And then you're going to put it in the oven. You're going to let it bake for about 20 minutes. You're going to check it consistently, stirring it, making sure, and you're going to add milk as needed. You never know just how you want the consistency to be. You'll just keep stirring it. It'll help melt the cheese and everything. It may take over 20 minutes, but the end result is still amazing. I'll show y'all that in just a minute. Oh, almost forgot to show you. Almost forgot the black pepper. Not too much, guys. Just doesn't really need a whole lot. It's a whole lot of flavor in it as is. Just a few sprinkles, and it's good to go. Alright, let's put the milk in and then put this bad boy into the oven. Do all my shopping at Whole Foods. I use 365. It's the organic almond milk from Whole Foods. It's their brand. Like I said, we're going to put 1 cup of the milk into the dish, spreading throughout. Like I said, you will be probably adding more to get a better consistency, to give that little extra creaminess whenever the cheese starts melting in the oven. You're honestly going to be having it in there maybe about 30-35 minutes in total. Just depending on how fast your oven bakes. Some convection ovens keeps the heat in there a little better than mine, so they cook a little faster. I have a conventional oven. I'm not even 100% sure one of the coils works, but still going to taste good nonetheless. But like I said, 400 degrees. We're going to put the in the oven right now. Alright, going into the oven. Alright. We're just going to set this here to 25 minutes. I like to check it every about 10 minutes or so. Just give it a nice little stir and make sure everything's going good on it. Make sure it's melting evenly, because if you let it sit in one spot, it could burn the tops of the cheese. So you want to kind of mix it up as you go, guys. And good to go. We'll be back when it is done. Alright guys, well it is done. Let's pull it out here and see what it looks like. Oh yeah, that looks freaking delicious. Now if you're looking to make it a little fancy for one of your parties or anything like that, put it on broil and let it kind of darken up the top of the cheese. Makes a real pretty presentation, but there's the timer. But I don't care about presentation that much when it's just me and my wife. So we're about to dig into this and watch some NASCAR. So I will see you guys next time I record a video. So later, and keep on rolling.